Why did you get a report card as a kid? Why are annual performance reviews still the norm at the workplace? I would propose to you that the answer is without regular periodic review and assessment, it's very difficult to track progress. And without tracking progress, it's really difficult to make progress. A while ago, Becky Park made a advice video for new sellers on eBay. And instead of giving her own advice, she asked for the advice of successful eBay sellers that have been doing it for a while. And they responded with video clips that then she compiled into a video. And I watched that video, I took some notes, and it is against the advice of these successful eBay sellers that I'll be assessing my skills and knowledge today. Play along, this should be fun. Let's get started. I changed my shirt and I moved to a new location. In just a minute, I'm going to change my shirt back and go back to my office to finish this video. I'm just kidding. I actually got to organizing the clips for this video, getting ready for editing, and realized I'd forgotten the first skill assessment. So the first skill that I assessed myself in was that of networking and marketing. And Profit Monster and Philly Flips weighed in on this one. And they both agreed that you need to be friendly, you need to develop a engaging personality, and above all else, you need to tell everybody what you do. If people don't know who you are and what you do, they can't present you with those golden business opportunities. Since I'm recording this late, when you get to the end of the video, stick around. I gave myself a grade point average and looked at how I scored on all of these in these 10 areas, and I'd given myself a D in this one, and I'm going to change that to at least a C, maybe a B. So I went thrifting today, and I went to this little mom and pop thrift store that's just overflowing. They've got stuff falling out the door. They've got racks outside, and no real prices on things. Just one of those local kind of mess type thrift stores. And I found a pair of coveralls, fire retardant coveralls, and I specialize in men's workwear. And there was a sticker on one of the pairs that said $15, and I went up to the lady that was running the place, and I asked her if $15 was their sticker. She said it was. I said, that's a little bit steep. I said, I think there's 5 of them over there. What kind of deal will you give me if I buy all of them? Ended up walking out the door for $10 a piece, which is still a little bit high for them, but I could make money at that. But the best part is, when we were settling up, I told her I'm a reseller, and I buy these work clothes and sell them online. And I said, maybe next week I'll come look through all your denim and try and clear some of that out for you. And she said, oh God, please, we need help making room. So perfect example. I'll let you know in a couple videos if I'm able to get back there and if I'm able to get a good deal. But anyway, key skill number 1. Tell everybody what you do. Give them the opportunity to give you an opportunity. The next area of assessment will be cost control. And Kat, the nurse flipper, responded with a video that addressed this. And among other things that she said that you make your money in the buy. And I've heard that several times since. So it's a common thought. No matter how much the item sells for, if you can't get it at a low enough cost to make a profit, it's not worth the buy. I give myself a B here. I'm doing better, and I think about looking for the right cost of goods, not necessarily the lowest cost of goods. I'm trying to stay away from junk brands. But anyway, controlling cost, I give myself a B. Product research. Both Rally Roots and Harry Tornado submitted advice that related to using the tools within eBay to help do research on products before you buy. Specifically, search for an item, see how many are currently available, and then use the sold comps to see how many have sold in the last 90 days and what they sold for. So you can find an item in the thrift store at a garage sale, and literally within a few minutes you can know whether or not that's selling on eBay and how much it's selling for. I give myself a C in this area.
Some days I feel like I'm doing better than others. The reason I don't give myself a higher grade is I don't always narrow down the categories small enough when I'm searching. And some items just sell better if they're a certain size, a certain color, maybe even manufactured in a different country. And I don't check that kind of stuff enough. So I give myself a C in the area of product research. Control of incoming inventory. Dave at the Tesla Picker and Kevin at Commonwealth Picker both sent in advice as it relates to basically not having a death pile and having your incoming inventory organized. Like Dave provided the reason why he thinks this is important. He doesn't want product on the shelf that's not moving to keep him from going out and finding better product and putting it on the shelf. Kind of a time and space constraint, which a lot of us have. And Kevin mentioned that he's got a one vacuum cleaner policy. If he's got one vacuum cleaner already that needs to be tested and listed, he doesn't buy another one. Great advice. I give myself a B as it relates to control of incoming inventory, but I'm still new enough at this that I haven't had an opportunity to develop a death pile yet. Professional development, or you could say continued education. Bolo Buddies and the Hoogs both submitted advice as it relates to always continuing to learn and grow as a business owner and as a person in general. I give myself an A here as it relates to eBay, at least, and reselling. I consume a pretty good bit of content on YouTube and podcasts, and I try and consume that content smart. I don't spend a lot of time listening to lifestyle vlog kind of stuff within the reselling community. I'm looking for solid content that I can learn from at this point. So I give myself an A there and encourage you to always be learning. Sales. I mean, thrifting is fun, but eventually you actually have to sell the item. The 5 resellers and Joey Bada Bing 22 responded with advice as it relates to actually selling the item, making the listing and getting the item sold. And they mentioned good titles. You got to have all the right keywords in there and all the right information, and even in the right order matters. And mentioned accurate descriptions, which will save you a lot of hassle with returns. I give myself a B in this area. I'm always looking at sold comps that sold for the most, and I look at those listings. I'm trying to learn from the way that they make their titles and the way that they do their descriptions. So feeling pretty good about that one. Trade secrets. Any industry that you're in, once you get on the job for a while, you're going to find there's things that you weren't taught in the textbooks, but now you're on the job and you're learning things that make the job easier and allow you to make more money, etc. The Michigan-inspired reseller, the Homeschool Picker, eBliss, and Rusty Velvet all weighed in with advice that could be put in this category. They talked about cross-listing. They talked about ending listings and relisting, using the sell one similar option, and the use of accepting or not accepting best offer and sending offers to watchers. And there are many more things that pieces of advice you'll hear from other people. You got to pick and choose what works for you. I give myself a C in this area. I have done some of these things, but I've done them inconsistently. I need to pick a few and concentrate on them and, see if that'll help. If you don't do something for a long enough period of time and track it, you can't measure your effectiveness. Fulfillment. Once you've sold the item, you actually have to get the item to the buyer. Lot of Josh and Ginger Marvin both had advice as it relates to fulfillment. You certainly don't want to sell an item and then not be able to locate it or not have the necessary shipping supplies to ship it. So both of these YouTube channels talked about the importance of having an organized workspace, taking time out of your week each week, setting a little bit of time aside to clean and organize. And they talked about having a good system of your listed inventory so that the items are easy to find. I give myself an A in this category. We're keeping our inventory level pretty low right now, which helps. We'll have to change things up if we decide to increase the level very much. But for what we're doing right now, I feel we have a perfect system. Shipping, perhaps the most intimidating thing about getting started as a reseller. Lisa Finding the Redo, Prison to Profit, and Sell Quick, Ship Quick all had advice as it relates to shipping. They talked about knowing what the cost is before you complete your listing. You don't want to sell something for X amount of dollars plus $12 shipping and handling, and then find out it's going to cost you $20. They want your profit, right? Or a good portion of it. They talked about using the free shipping supplies from the post office, and they talked about the global shipping program on eBay. So yeah, I'll give myself a B in this one. Professional reputation. And when we're talking about professional reputation on eBay, we're largely talking about feedback. Emily Conway, Mountain Man Treasure, and Amber Resells all weighed in with advice that has to do with getting positive feedback on eBay. The advice included leaving thank you cards and stickers in the boxes that you ship, leaving fast, positive feedback for the buyers when they purchase an item from you, and having fast shipping and good packing. I have my feedback set to automatic. When somebody buys something from me, as soon as they pay, they get positive feedback. I have 2-day shipping, and I try and get everything shipped out first thing in the morning on shipping day. I try and pack well. And yes, I have left thank you notes in packages. I don't do that very consistently, but I'll give myself a B here as well. There you have it. My self-assessment as a reseller gives me a GPA of about 2.8, which puts me on academic probation, but we'll continue to do better. Work hard, work smart, and success is going to follow. I promise you. We'll see you guys in the next one.